All right, good to go here. How we doing, everybody? How we doing? Oh, it says day 2 instead of day 22. That's fucking funny. Okay, change that. Oh, you know what? I changed Twitch too. Day 2, did you get it inside? You want another? Sure, no, day 22, day 22. I just updated it. It's funny. Goodness. How we doing? How we doing? Nice to see you. Big day, big day. You can make that mistake, at least put 222. People are like, no way. I mean, I guess that would work too, right? But oh man. Let's go to Barnes and Noble. We're gonna take the time to record them all as well. Nice, nice. Yeah. Dude, that mall is gonna be something. It is gonna be dead in there. You're gonna see. Alright. Let's get this started here. Oops. There we go. Alright. Good enough for me. Why is old school being weird? There we go. I was gonna say. And then this. Cool. Alright, now we got the chat as well. Cool, cool, cool. Here we go. Way too loud. And I'm on the wrong spellbook. This will be interesting. There we go. Alright, fixed it. Almost messed that up, but we're good. Bump this up a little bit. Music. Shane, nice to see you, my man. It's like no one's gonna show up today. Vincenzo, Shane, it is a big day, my guy. We got the raids 4 rewards, my dude. I know I'm late as fuck to the party, but my god. How about that? I just got done recording. I don't know. I didn't love my thing. Solo was just reading that on stream. Yeah, I figured I would record a quick little ramble off stream. It's about like 20, I think it's like 27 minutes long. I don't know. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? I'm getting a pretty good, there was a pretty good, like, strong sentiment on Reddit about most of the rewards. I like everything as a whole, though. It's just, I think things need to be adjusted a little bit. I wasn't paying that much attention. You're a Duke. Fair enough, fair enough. How's Duke treating you? You doing, you know, you enjoying the kills or not so much? Because I found that after a while. Oh, no! Come on. It gets pretty monotonous after a while. Like this trip is non-stop supply drops. So you had 20, 30 kills without leaving. Oh. Kind of the dream, to be honest, right? Like it's kind of good. Yeah, came to say hi. But heading off in a minute as I'm going to skiing lesson, huh? Very nice. That sounds fun, man. This. There we go. Jeez. Skiing lesson sounds real fun. Pixie and I went skiing a long time ago. Well, I was snowboarding, but we went and did that a long time ago, back in 2020. Yeah, I like the rewards so far. I think, you know, some stuff is gonna have to be tweaked a little bit, but overall, they're pretty good. You had one lesson for this will be the second, and I'm not sure if I like it yet or not. Do you know how to ice skate or anything? Because I've heard skiing is very similar to ice skating, and snowboarding is very similar to to skateboarding. So I tried snowboarding, and like, I mean, it was fun. I fell a good bit, obviously, but I still want to try skiing because I know how to skate. So I'm like, okay, if I know how to ice skate, I should be able to ski pretty well. But at the time, I didn't want to leave Pixie behind just doing snowboarding herself. So I got snowboards instead, or a snowboard instead. I went in high school, but not done it other than that. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. I have a bit of an edge when it comes to that, so it's I still want to try it just because of that. I want to see how much it translates over. I've heard it translates, like, you know, pretty well. Alright. I'm just glad we're at the point where we're discussing raids for rewards. It's very tough though because of how far along this game is already. Like, okay, cool, we have a raids for reward. Like, what do we get from it? It's like, oh, no one knows. It's like, well, what space is left to fill? It's like, oh, we don't know. We can create one, or we can try to pigeonhole something into somewhere. Alright, here we go. What do we get on the first kill of the day? Emeralds. Alright. I think we're good. Yeah. Oops. Love it. This is the nightmare world. Bunch of people at the front. Wait, time to call it a day, bro. Hope you have a good stream. Good luck at Nightmare. I appreciate you, Shane. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. We'll see you soon. Thanks for swinging by and saying hi, though, my man. Always nice seeing you in here. Oh, whoa, whoa. Weird. Hope others getting here for you. It's usually just taking a minute to start up, usually. It shouldn't be bad, though. Sometimes it just takes time. Especially lately. Summer is a weird time right now. People on vacation. People working. Would help if I started earlier, right? Oh, did I just not fucking... Okay. My bad. Of course. I just don't have prayer pots right now. I don't know if I can do this. Should be fine. Welcome, welcome, welcome. New brew.
We'll now begin the push-up section. Ready?
Always with the push-ups. Be happy to do those after this kill. How we doing today, new brew? Like I said, welcome, welcome. All right. Hi, what's up, Mojo? How we doing? How are we doing? BRB, you're good, new brew? Did I miss your raids for rewards initial reaction? No, I recorded it. And I'll be uploading it later, Mojo. I already have a different opinion on one of them after reading some shit on Reddit though. So it is an initial reaction video, but I did record one, so figured I would make a video out of it. That's a little bit more appropriate. I have like no prayer pots for this fucking fight. My only reaction is I wish they did giant salamander that the one guy on Reddit made. Fair enough. I honestly think they need more rewards. Is that crazy to say? Perfect. I think they need like one more. There wasn't anything that I like. Don't get me wrong, like, everything was good. But I couldn't help but look at some of it and be like, well, not that much stuff. You know what I mean? Sure, they have a couple more that they're keeping under wraps. Giveaway has 7. That should be the bare minimum. I don't know that they are keeping it under wraps. I really don't know. You think they're hiding some, huh? I would love for that to be the case, but I don't know about that one though. I mean, this has a good amount of just like nothing. I think someone else on Reddit posted the same thing, but nothing like wowed me. Where I was like, oh, I want that. Like the shield I really enjoyed. That was kind of it. Rune arrows. Rune fucking arrows. Yeah, like you said, like GOA has 7, so we'll see. We'll see though. Excuse me. We shall see. Also, I'm gonna hit the bathroom in a second here. I'm just gonna run up. Actually, while I'm running up, let me just go to the bathroom real quick. I will be right back. Also, Nubru redeemed some push-ups. We gotta do those, and then we'll do another kill. Hold on. All right. Ooh. Keep going. All right. Oh, that wasn't the right quadrant. Nice. Nice. All right, get back. One second, guys. Let's go. Jinzo, how we doing? What's up? What's up, man? How we doing today? I'm great. How about you? Not bad, man. I'm at. We got the Raids 4 blog, which was I did a little reaction video to it. I didn't post it yet, but I have the video saved. I just gotta post it after stream. But I mean, there's a lot of stuff coming out, which should be cool. What do you think about it? It's pretty good overall. I mean, I really like that shield that they had. The armor's they're gonna have to rebalance the armor for sure. I said in my video it looked pretty good, but that shit's like OP as fuck. I feel like they need like one or two more like true items to really like round out and carve out the raid, but like overall, I mean it's all pretty good stuff for the most part. It's just a couple tweaks, I think. Something I don't like about the armor is like, I mean, I'll comment on it. It steps on the toes of like everything else. They somehow managed, except ranged. I said they should have upgraded Elite Void. You could do like Fractured Void. But I guess maybe that starts stepping on stuff too. So it's the hardest raid, right? But the armor is hybrid. I mean, I don't even think that's the main problem. The main problem, from what I can tell, for a lot of this armor, is you have a melee mage hybrid that's essentially just as good as Virtus, so it's not that much worse than Ancestral. And on top of that, it's not that much worse than like Oathplate. So now, what? I don't need Oathplate. I don't need Virtus. I don't need Bandos. I don't need Torva. I'm just gonna go get this armor and fully skip Bandos, Oathplate, Virtus. Like, and on top of that, I get 16 prayer bonus. Sign me up. Like, no. Thinking about Abyss armor and style. Better than Oathplate straight up. I don't think in like, oh shit. I don't think it's better than Oathplate in like the sense that Oathplate's still the best slash armor, but like it's similar in like overall strength. Your bet? No, I'm fucking not playing right. Gotta play better, you know? It's not like better than Oathplate. It's just, it's similar enough where like you could skip Oathplate. So it's like, okay, like you go get your like, you know, say you go get your Blood Moon armor. It's like, okay, now what? It's like, go do raids 4. And you get the fractured armor and you're good. Whatever the fuck it was called. Dude, have a name? No. Okay, it doesn't have a name yet. Let me compare it to Oathplate. Hold on. If you look at like the Oathplate chest, 16 slash, so you're only getting an 8 slash instead of 16. Then you're also getting 32 magic. You're getting 3 melee strength instead of 4. No, it's 4 to 4. Never mind. I was looking at the wrong thing. But you're also getting 5 prayer, which the Oathplate armor doesn't have. And like defense, it's not that much worse. Like it has 14 magic instead of -5. Like the ranged is 120 instead of 112. It's actually better ranged defense. And then better stab defense, slightly worse slash defense, and better crush defense. Like it's very interesting the way they have that set up. They need to be careful with that. What's this? They just post this? Oh, they're having a... Okay, they're doing a Blood Moon Rises, like, cake... thing. Alright, never mind. Yeah, it's just, like, I don't know. That armor is really OP. MSY. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're doing well. The obvious talking point today is raids 4 rewards. Not sure if you read it. I'm sure you probably did. What we think, what we think. Been good just dealing with the first couple of days. Training salespeople. Ooh. Training. I always hated training. Like, training people is annoying. Being in training is annoying. Everything with that is just annoying. Actually, if you have dedicated time to training, it's not that bad, but usually they make you train on top of, like, you doing your normal job, and it's just a pain in the ass. I find it OP if you don't like to switch up your gear. I mean, even if you do like to switch up your gear, what are you going to switch to that's better than that? I mean, and it's not even a matter of, like, switching, Jinzo. It's more of, like, you don't even need to bother going and getting that armor. I don't need to go get fucking Oathplate or Virtus. I'll just go get this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, what are you going to switch to? Like, if you don't have Virtus, you're not going to switch to Torval and Ancestral is better. By a little bit, not by a lot. And the thing is, what do you get Torva and Ancestral from? Like, think about that in terms of, like, the progression of the game. Specifically from, like, an Ironman perspective, like, Torva is still something I haven't even bothered to go work on. And Ancestral, I've barely done any chambers. So, like, if I didn't have Virtus right now, like, I'm just gonna go get that armor. And if I didn't have Oathplate, I'm just gonna go get that armor. It's only, like, 5 days and you should be good. That's not bad, then. They already have experience selling fairly similar products. Essentially, some of the main selling points of what they'll be selling, all the different plans, payment options, internal software use, stuff like that. Okay. You're kind of in a good spot, then. Catch them up to speed, then, it sounds like. It doesn't sound bad, MSY. Ninja said, yeah, for sure, but every gear in RuneScape is always a little bit. What do you mean is always a little bit? Because, I mean, this, I'm telling you, man, this armor is going to cause problems if it comes out the way it is right now. You don't really hire people without experience. Don't have months to dedicate to full-on training. Well, yeah. No, that's smart. Endgame gear upgrade is always like 1% increased damage at most. Sure. Yeah. They don't want power creep. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that. It's more of just this is stepping on the toes of the other stuff just a little bit too much. Because now, like, let's say you're an Ironman that, like, you don't have Bandos, you don't have Oathplate, you don't have Virtus. Your best is, like, Arims and, like, a fighter torso with maybe, like, tank legs from Barrows. Like, you're not going to go bother getting Bandos or Oathplate or Virtus. You're just going to go to Raids 4 and get something that's as good as all of them. Yeah, technically this armor is fucking good if you don't care about 3% magic increase, 1 or 2 hit from Torva. With less switches and more inventory space. Yeah, exactly. Well, and it gives you fucking 16 prayer. My best in size blue mage for mage setup. I'm nearly 1.2k barrows without a single ARMS piece. Jeez. 16 prayer is crazy. 16 prayer just from the armor. You gotta remember. You still have prayer from everything else. Like Sunfire, I think it's Sunfire Fanatic only gives you like 18. Like, this armor is insane. Now listen, if they make it super, super rare, like Chambers level rare, alright. Maybe it's not the worst thing to add to the game, but still, I still think they need to tune it down a little bit. If they're gonna add something that's this strong. Or well, I have like 4 staffs with no armor. That's wild, MSY. Sunfire gives 24 and Proselyte gives 18. Oh yeah, my bad. Yes, it's only 2 away from Proselyte. Like, it's almost like just like no one's gonna ever use Proselyte again either, because you might as well just use this armor. Unless you're an Iron Man, of course, but... Yeah, true. Like, tone down the strength bonus, or tone down the magic percent damage, and some of the other stuff, or it's just gonna be, like, this shit's gonna just get used to skip everything. If you don't. So they gotta be careful with it. That's why it's, like, the first proposal idea. The hardest raid I want, like, you're best in 1 slap. Best in slot and 1 stat speed, right? It is good armor. I mean, what would you propose then? Because, like, what's tough is, like, for magic, we already have Ancestral and Virtus. Unless you just make it a super rare, like, better than Ancestral spot, but then why go get Ancestral? So, not the type I want. A stab focus. I think you do one of 2 things, right? You do an Inquisitor upgrade. That way it's a crush fortified, sorry, Inquisitor. So you do fortified Inquisitor, or you can fortify your elite void armor. And then you have something that you kind of can do a tribrid if you bring all 3 switches for the helmets. Or you allow all 3 helmets to be combined, which I think is a little problematic, but... True, that's a good idea. You could do stab focused armor. I don't think we have something like that yet. But it's tough already because we have so many melee armor sets. It's like, oh, here's like another super niche armor set because we just don't have any ideas and we don't want to power creep it. And it's like, I get it, but at the same time... I don't mind the upgrade path. I've always liked the upgrade path. Or even like an upgrade to Ancestral I'd be fine with. Where you still have to go get Ancestral to upgrade this. Like, think about that. You call it Fractured Silk. Because, like, the thing right now... Let me pull this up. Room. The issue right now... I have a best in slot thing here. Hold on. The thing right now is you have Virtus and Ancestral. One of them coming from a raid. Melee, you have Torva, Inquisitor, Oath Plate, Justice your armor. So you already have 4 armor sets. So where do you... Like, you're going to add a 5th melee armor set? Like, Nex is already hard enough to get Torva from. So unless you add, like, a Torva, like, upgrade... Like, which I don't think people would like very much, personally. And then... If anything, you add more ranged armor, but you just added Masori armor in the last one, so like I'd almost rather them just not go armor. Item that can be used as a decent hybrid, but you can put kitted out Ancestral and Blorva into it to upgrade it further. It has to be Ancestral to kit, and specifically Blood Torva. I don't think you do Blood Torva MSY because it's a cosmetic. Personally, I don't think a cosmetic should ever be upgraded. I hear you though, but biggest issue in RuneScape in general is to release new gears. Yeah, I mean it's a tough spot to fill, right? It's a very niche, very like delicate line that you can add. Because a lot of what RuneScape is as well is respecting time and respecting past grinds. So if you add a best in slot armor for a new best in slot armor for magic, well now you're stepping on ancestral. So now if you go and get everything from chambers, like why go for ancestral? I think that requires a lot of grinding and skill. Yeah, MSY, but you don't want to. Blood Torva was always something that didn't require. It wasn't required to go get. Like, if you wanted it, you could go and earn it, but it didn't give you any sort of statistical advantage. And it shouldn't, right? Like, I have the Fang kit. I don't think you should only be able to upgrade the Fang kit ever. I think it's a terrible idea. Respectfully. Because these are meant to be cosmetic upgrades. So the second you start introducing these ideas that you can upgrade specifically only Blood Torva but not regular Torva is when you're gonna run into a lot of problems. And unfortunately, Blood Torva is not something that the majority of the player base has. So you're going to get a lot of pushback. And originally it was meant to be a cosmetic. Now, if you added like, let's say you added, like, you know, you have the Fractured Archive, where you can get all the regular rewards, and then you have, like, a hard mode Fractured Archive, where you have something that can upgrade Ancestral, but you can only get it from the hard version. Well, alright, now I can kind of look at that and support that a little bit more, because it's only from the hard version of the raid. But that's where you're getting it from. Cosmetics should never have upgrades, regardless of how hard they are. At that point, you're almost just throwing shit at the wall and hoping something sticks there. Not you specifically, but the generalization, I guess, of that idea. But it's tough, right? I mean, realistically, like, you could add, like, a ranged armor, but we just added a ranged armor with TOA. I don't even know what armor you're talking about. By the way, I don't read update posts. I'm talking about Blood Torva. Or I think I was talking about Blood Torva. I'm just saying you can't upgrade cosmetics. Oh, you meant the hybrid armor? Oh, what, you upgrade the hybrid armor? Yeah. If anything, MSY, I don't know. You said you don't know how good or bad it is right now. I think it's like really, really OP right now. It's in a really OP spot. I think if anything, what would be, I think even more interesting is, let's say they have this hybrid armor, and it's not nearly as good as what it's being proposed to be right now, right? But from the hard mode version, you can get a second version of it that upgrades it. Like, maybe something like that. Yeah, about the new Thrall skin. But I haven't used it because I'm doing Doom still. 2.1k right now. Jeez, 2.1k, huh? Yeah, for what it's worth, you have to go in and right-click it and hit cosmetics. It's, like, really kind of weird. Do they say that the raid will be soloable? You can solo it, but it's like tough to solo. Or it's going to be, from what they said, it's supposed to be like pretty tough to solo. I set the skin already, but I can't use it in Doom. It's like Yama. I think it's probably gonna be, yeah, I guess so. Probably a little harder than Yama, than solo Yama. Is my guess. Yeah, more similar to, it's closer to Tob than Yama, but not as hard as Tob. Like probably in between like a solo Chambers and a solo Tob. I don't mean on the skill level Yama. I mean technically possible, but no one actually does it. Yeah, probably. Yeah. It's a good clarification, to be fair. Alright. There's that. Yeah, no soul is pretty much easy if you ask me, but Tob is really damn hard. Move. I have actually not soloed Yama. I have to learn like a fly method for the last phase. Probably in between Yama and Tob. Yeah, something like that. The fly methods are hard, but really fun to learn. I mean, I want to learn the fly method for a solo, because I love Yama. Yama was so much fun, and I did 1400 of it, and it's easily still one of my favorite bosses. Like Vardorvis, Yama, Nightmare, Coliseum. Fuck, I got lucky. Those are all melee or mage. I did melee. I did melee dono fly with a duo. It's a ton of fun. Dono fly is amazing. Amazing fun. You 240k saying I did like 150 mage, the rest melee. Yeah, I think I did my first like 100 with mage. And then from there I swapped over to what the fuck it's called? Melee. I would like to go back for like pet, but it's tough. I don't know what the fly method is. I might actually play around with that a little bit later today. Ooh, also, I want to check. Pretty good supply wise. Holy shit, T-Clem. With the 4-month subscription. How we doing? How we doing? Shout out to T-Clem. Except the new Mega Rare doesn't require you to do more of the raid with something similar to Vials of Blood. No, it said something. MSY, it said it was going to. Yama's one of the best pets in the game, in my opinion. 100%. 100%. They need that though, unfortunately. I hate to say that, but they definitely do need it. Hey, my body's still recovering from the weekend. What was the weekend, T-Clum? They said you charge something in the raid. I don't play the game enough to get any mega on rate, and if I spin, I'm forced to go back. MSY, you play a main or a iron? I'm forgetting, so forgive me. I went in a, you were in a buddy's wedding. T Clem, I had sorry, my fucking fingers bother me. I had 2 weddings in one weekend. It was like on a Friday and then a Sunday, and the Sunday one was what the fuck was it? Sunday one was like a 9-hour round trip drive. Iron MSY. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. And yeah, dude, I was so fucked up after that weekend. It was wild. Wild, wild stuff. That sounds brutal. It was fun, don't get me wrong. But yeah. Do you merch a lot on your level 3 though? Oh, there you go. Just for the fun of it. Yeah, merching does sound fun. But I wouldn't want to pay membership on 2 accounts just to merch. And free to play merching doesn't sound fun, so. Pays for itself. I mean, yeah, once you have the money, it does, but I don't have the money for it yet. I'm not much of a drop trader, so. I'm excited for that raid overall, though, but it's gonna be interesting. Allows me to split raids if the mains insist on splitting. Yeah, funny enough, I had a guy that, he would get, like, I said that I wasn't splitting up front, and then he got, like, mad at me for it. And I was like, you don't have to raid with me if you don't want to split. And he was like, well, I want to raid, I want to split too. And I was like, well, I don't want to split. Like, I don't have, like, the cash on my other account. And he's like, oh, well, you know, you should go get the cash to split them by drop trading. And I was like, I don't want to drop trade to my main. He's like, oh, well, you should. I was like, or you can just not raid with me. Like, you don't have to raid with me, my guy. I prefer FFA, but can split anything. There's, like, very few items I can split, because I don't drop trade. I like having all my stuff on my one account. If I go out for 3 days in the same week, I need 5 months of it. Intense OSRS grinds to recover, Jin, so, yeah. Yeah, it sounds about right. Why do you think I'm streaming? You play more time. But that's, what I do. I drop on my main drop split. Or yeah, to split. I just don't raid with mains that demand I make them supplies at CMs. Those can fuck off. I mean, I've never encountered that personally, MSY. I just don't like to, like, if I go in my bank and I have, like, right on this account, right? I have 3 oath plate chests. Yeah, because you don't do CMs. I mean, that's also true. But I have 3 oath plate chests on this account. I will keep those because I could either put them in Death's Coffer if I really need the money, or people will see the account and be like, oh shit, he has 3 oath plate chests. Like, I don't want to split. So if I want to team with you and you're like, oh, you need to drop trade items and then split with us, it's like, I really don't have to. If you don't want me here, just say that. We can figure out a way to trade to Iron and you trade to me. True. True. Oops, okay. I'm working on a video game, maybe I can find some bug. But I won't, obviously. Yeah. Did you guys, oh, speaking of bug, did you guys see, the #1 collection logger, Marnie, got banned? Anybody see that? It's actually insane. I'm the same if I ever get a T-bow. There ain't no way I can split anything. I haven't touched my main in 6 years. That's not even that T-climb. It's more of like, even if I had a dupe T-bow, I'm still gonna keep it on this account because I think having 2 T-bows on the same account is just insane. You literally, MSY said I literally ruined a friendship once over a main that wanted me to make CMs for him. Or potions for a CM, rather. I told him I won't. He still decided to raid, and then mid-raid left the raid once I actually declined to do it inside the raid. Hey, you haven't spoken to him since because he blocked you everywhere? Yeah, you told him. That's crazy. You really? No, I didn't. Basically. For real? False ban? No, he got real banned. You have an ad? No? Oh, jeez. What'd you miss, Jinzo? No, T-Clem, it wasn't false. He had his main account with all the collection logs on one screen, and then on his other screen he had a client that could, or he had like a thing that could click on like 8 clients at once, like all in the same spot at once kind of thing. So he was like multi-clicking on like 8 accounts that were all doing the same thing. And he got banned. Shit, what the fuck? Yeah, Marnie. Yeah, Marnie got banned. He got smacked down. And then he tried to like appeal it and was like, oh, I didn't do anything. And then like one of the J mods like replied and like explained it and said like, hey, this isn't false and you're not getting unbanned. Like, you know, it will not be reversed kind of thing. Actually, so stupid on his end. I don't know why you would fucking do that on like here's the thing, right? I get false bans happen. I've never been false banned. I've never been false banned, and then on top of that, like I haven't done anything shady ever. So like I've never ran into like, oh, I got false banned, or oh, I got banned for this, or oh, I got banned. Like, no, like I've never done anything on this account. I never will. And the people that try to like bend the rules is just so dumb, man. It's so like you're risking, like I have 492 days on this account. There's no way I would ever like want to play it from the start again. Like it's just crazy. My friend claimed to be one of the false banned on his 25k hours account. But you know, I can't prove it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, streaming helps. Like if I was to get false banned, I could be like, look, I stream all my shit. But like, I don't know. It's just wild to me. That's the thing though, if I get false banned, I'm buying a trip to Jagex headquarters. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I'm not gonna go that far. You could make some sort of unique series out of it. Or at least I could. You know. If I get false banned and this Iron gets banned, I'll just make a hardcore account and just be like, oh guys, I'm making a hardcore. I got false banned, and then, you know. But like I'm probably not gonna remax. If I was to make like another account, especially a hardcore, I'm gonna go do all my achievement diaries, go do all my quests, train up a bunch of my skills so I can do all those quests and achievement diaries, and then leave them. Like max my combat and just go do PVM. I would miss my max cape, of course, but it's not the end of the world. If you're really getting false bans, it's pretty much stealing a ton of my time. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, RuneScape's a tough one, man, because there are false bans that happen, and if you're unlucky enough to get one of those, a lot of those players just do not come back because it's just such a big time sink. And unfortunately, you know, as adults, we don't really have that luxury of time. It's a very interesting discussion when it comes to those things, because how hard are you supposed to make a grind? Um, in reality, you know? Inhibitor support, to be fair. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I mean, it's really tough, Jinzo, because you want to ban the actual bots, but then you have people reporting false bans that aren't actually false. You have people that get false banned that actually get false banned. Like, they have a very difficult time. And I'd like to say you should err on the side of caution, but like, if you err on the side of caution, then there's gonna be a lot of people that cheat, that they're like, oh, let's just be safe and not ban that guy. And it's like, that's not gonna help the economy either. So I don't know what the solution is, other than more support, but then that costs money, and you know, the whole shebang. Like, I know a lot of mods will have actually mentioned the fact that they will work off the clock. Like, they're in the shower just thinking of ideas, or they're driving home and their mind is just racing, thinking of ideas. Which is already super nice. But it's, I mean, you really only can do so much. Remember when they did a questionnaire of whether you pay more membership for better support? Back in January of 25, and everyone fucking panicked because they thought about like microtransactions and shit. Yeah. I was away with my girlfriend on a an anniversary trip when that happened. And it was funny as shit. Because I was like, this is gonna blow over. They're not gonna listen. No one's gonna fucking riot. And no one's actually gonna quit this fucking game. Like, let's not. People freaked out so much. Dude. Oh my god, yeah. Well, that's why, like, even, like, for this blog post, people are like, oh, that armor's way too OP. We can't add that. It's like, okay, relax. They're not actually going to add it. They're proposing it for a reason. I'm working with a Fortnite dev, and they're always thinking about new updates and new things. Yeah, well, it's part of the job, right? Like, I mean, even if you're not on the clock, you're thinking about that sort of stuff. I mean, as weird as it is to say, but, like, you know, this is one of my jobs, and my mind is always racing with ideas for stream and my YouTube and like stuff like that. Can we not? Or in software development, it's the same thing. Yeah. That's just human nature, right? You're just thinking about it and stuff. You're a QA analyst. What is QA? Is it question and answer or quality assurance? I'm assuming quality assurance. Oh, fuck. Quality assurance. Okay. I figured. I was gonna say, there's no way it's question and answer analyst. That just doesn't make sense. But yeah, I mean, the only job I truly didn't have that was I worked as a an overnight stock person for a grocery store. So you're just stocking shelves all night, and it's like, okay, like, there's not really much to think about here. Like, you stock the shelves when you work, and then you go home. That, honestly, that was kind of nice, as you're not thinking about it, analyzing those questions and answers. I don't know, someone could do that maybe. Tired of my job, though. I'm going to school for cybersecurity. That's cool, and that's gonna be big in the future as well. It's gonna be scary. Jinzo. Be very, very scary. Motherfucker said good luck. I know you meant that nice, but I meant to say like, oh, good luck with that. Like, it's gonna be fucking hard. It's funny. Soul runes. I think that industry is big on certifications too, beyond just education. There are a bunch. Yeah, fair. You ready for that? Dude, it's gonna get like very complicated and hard fast. Like fast. You definitely try to be ready for it, but yeah, that is. There's actually, can I bring something up with you guys? Because I wanna get a second opinion on this, because it's something that I read that as someone that's very, I'll say analytical, I think very deeply, and I try to look at things deeper than just on the surface in terms of the ripple effect of what things have. It bothered me because there's a law passed that a lot of people supported that on the surface seems and sounds very, very positive and good with like no drawbacks, but it actually does have a big drawback. You guys are down to chat about it a little bit, or you can tell me I'm just, you know, I need to just shut up. So, you guys see the new law in Florida by chance? Sure, but you're not from the US. I mean, that's fine, Jinzo. So there was a law passed in Florida. It's bordering a little bit controversial, so bear with me. I mean, that's fine, MSY. So there was a law passed in Florida that anybody that rapes a kid under 12 years, like 12 years old and younger, is eligible for the death penalty. And on the surface, that sounds really good. However, what you're creating by doing this, from what I heard, and I'm not entirely sure how I feel. I think the discussion is interesting though, is that if you put the death penalty on something like that, what you're doing by and large is essentially saying, hey, if you do this to a kid, you're gonna get life, and you know you're basically already getting life in prison. You're gonna get the death penalty. So if you want to just like, it's basically encouraging just killing the kid or abusing the kid further. It's like, okay, you're already eligible for the death penalty if you just, you know, participate in that. So now you might as well push the limit of whatever you want when it comes to this, because you're going to get killed for it anyway. Can you imagine getting false banned IRL by that? Well, I mean, sure, that's a problem as well, right? That's a conversation as well. But my point, because there was a Facebook post about it, and like everybody was like, yeah, like that's great, that's all for it. Like they were all for it, right? MSY said I'm all for it. My concern with that is like that children are gonna get harmed more because of the fact that they don't really have anything to lose after they do that. Does that make sense? Like, if the worst they can get is life in prison, they might think twice before, like, murdering the kid. Versus, you know, if they can be put to death for even just rape. I say just, but just for raping the kid, then, you know. I don't believe it'll make the situation any worse. I think it will, because I think you're escalating. It's like if there's a criminal that you're trying to approach to apprehend, and then you pull a gun on the criminal. It's like, okay, like you're now escalating because of something like more intense being involved. You're now escalating the situation, which I don't think is good for the safety of the child. Not to mention, most of them fucking sickos get fucking taken out in prison anyway by other inmates. There's one guy, he killed 3 of them in a day and was like, oh, I'm just trying to do society a favor. It's fucking hilarious. Shit's so fucking funny. Like, they already get what's coming to them in prison a lot of times, so like, and they know that, so like legally I don't think it benefits us to escalate the situation. I don't know, it's just an interesting discussion. I see what you're saying, but I feel like if you're R-ing a kid, you deserve all of it. I'm all for it. I mean, I agree that's what they deserve. That's not like a point of contention in my brain or in my head. It's more of like, for the safety of the kid, is that something that's going to make the kid safer or not? Because like, if they put that in place and then they see like an uptick in like kids being murdered when those sorts of things are going on, then like it's ultimately a net negative. Yeah, true. I mean, I'm not saying I have the answer either. I'm just saying it's, you know, it's an interesting discussion because there's a lot of people that like just immediately were like, yeah, let's do it. And it's like, well, let's actually step back and like analyze this before we just go off and kill criminals like that. Because the goal, I think, ultimately for most people would be to make kids safer, you know? You don't think it increases the likelihood of a kid dying because of it? I don't know. I'm saying that, like, honestly, too. Like, I don't know. It might not. Hard to say. You know? Like, for example, if you did that with, say, robbery, right? It would probably lead to more, well, maybe not robbery. I don't have a good example. I just think it can be a slippery slope that you have to kind of be careful about. But ultimately, that is what they deserve. I'm just saying, I don't know if it's going to reduce or increase. Like, if, I don't know, if the fucking murders go up in the next couple of years because of that, then you need to take another look about that. You're thinking about it from a somewhat reasonable point of view. 99% of people that do these things are not thinking about consequences at all. Yeah, that's fair. Or in a reasonable way. Yeah. I'm just more concerned for that sort of thing. Like, I would keep, like, a close eye on that, because if the murders go up, then that's something that needs to be addressed and discussed further. Because two things happen at the same time doesn't mean one was caused by the other. No, that's fair and true too, but it's also something that I think, I don't know. I think you could correlate those pretty easily. Alright, let's see what we get. Steel cannonballs. If that goes up, don't you think you can immediately say you don't think you can immediately say this new law is what caused it? I mean, it depends how apparent it is, too. You know? It's very situational. Seven kills so far. We got nothing. You guys enjoying the actual content, or do you come? You guys come for me or the content? I'm curious. Or a little bit of both. I know MSY is just here to hang out. He said before. Also, before we get this next kill started, I'm going to run to the bathroom. So give me 2 seconds, and then we'll go from there. All right, back. Like in Japan, South Korea, etc., the R and K of kid rates have been going up nonstop, mostly because of lots of manga over sexualizing underage characters. That's crazy. It's disgusting, to be honest. Or even if, according to the lore, they're of age, they make it have a kid's voice on purpose. Yeah. Not all anime and manga does this, but the overall massive growth of that entire industry also popularized the shows that do. And once people see that growing up, a lot more of them associate it with being normal. Yeah. Yeah, it's a real problem. It's a shame. A lot of them people just need help, man. Like this might be a hot take. I'm perfectly fine with them. If someone, there should be a safe space for like people that know they have those problems to go and get help if they've never done anything wrong. And sure, that means being monitored. Sure, that means maybe not being trusted around children. But I think if you have that problem and you know it's a fucking problem, you should be able to go to someone and talk to about it without just being labeled like a demon. I think the people that have the people that have a problem and don't care and do the wrong thing anyway, or choose to act on those urges, those are the real fucking creeps. But there's certain people that have like come out before and been like, hey, I feel this way, I don't want to, like, please help me. And like those people I think need a lot of compassion. And all the same shows also become more popular in the West, therefore the rate of it keeps going up in the West as well. Not all being related to any laws that are passed here. I mean, that's fair. It's an interesting take that I was just completely unaware of. Getting into some spicy shit today. Well, who's to stop them? I'm just using that to connect with each other and share their fucked user materials between each other. I'm not saying with other people that feel that way, man. I'm saying like professional therapists. Like if someone feels that way and they go to a therapist and they say, hey, I feel that way and I need help, that therapist is going to be like, okay, we're going to put you on this monitoring system and make sure you don't do anything bad. Like you're going to be monitored and we're going to like treat you for it, basically. You're just thinking more like, hey, no. No, imagine like going to like an AA meeting and like, hey, any other pedos around here that want to talk? No, that would be horrible. No, I'm saying more of like the shame should come in acting on it and not necessarily, well, the shame should come from feeling that way, but the twisted kind of societal outcasting of people like that should come from those who choose to act on it. If I had someone in my family that came to me and said, hey, I feel like this, please help me, I would never call them a piece of shit. I think you only truly become a piece of shit once you decide to act on it. Does that make sense? And I hate saying that because I don't want anyone thinking that of me, but I think those people need help and compassion nonetheless. You can already talk to a psychologist about it because of the confidentiality. Yeah, you might be able to. That's fair. I just mean where it's more societally acceptable too, because right now I don't think it is, and I think that that's something that would be nice if people felt safe enough to go and talk about it, because right now they probably don't. You know. But anyway, I mean that's a small problem. Ultimately, that's not that important. Nubru with the push-ups. How we doing, Nubru? You don't think it'll ever be? No, I really don't think it will be either. It's too twisted. Hi, Nubru. How we doing? You excited for your new job? I will do the push-ups after this kill. I think it's funny that the Twitch VOD and the YouTube stream can't hear the music, so they just see me bopping and it's like, nah, what the fuck's he doing? Wish today was my last fucking day here. I'm over it. Getting there. You're getting there. It'll go quick. Slow in the moment, fast in reality. You can do it. Just because the new room missed the previous topic. It wasn't a fun one. We don't have to talk about any of it. you guys don't want to chat. I was just curious, like, what other people's thoughts were on it. I tend to get obsessed with certain ideas and whatnot. You go back and watch the VOD. Oh god. some pretty spicy content today, New Brew. Controversial shit type shit. Nah, not really. Nothing like crazy. My thoughts on all for what's happening in Florida. I mean, now that you've explained it to me, it makes a lot more sense. And like I said, I'm not against it per se. I'm just saying I'm curious. Because that's what those people deserve. I'm more so hesitant to the safety of the safety part. I mean, everybody missed it today, New Brew. Oh, fuck. Fuck out of here. I will always be no comment. Not that bad. As a taxpayer, I don't want to be paying for someone who did that to stay in prison for the next 40 years. So, fun fact, MSY. Depending on the trial and the legal fees associated with prosecuting someone like that, sometimes it actually takes more money to prosecute them than it does to hold them in prison for life. I encourage you to look into that as well. Because sometimes it is genuinely more expensive to kill someone like that than to keep them imprisoned. You'll Google it now. I'd rather them just be gone, right? I don't want someone like that on this earth anyway. But sometimes it does cost more money. Does that also include the standard prison sentence prosecution? That I'm not aware of, for what it's worth. I know people, like, I don't know if it's sentencing or, like, later, like, prosecute. I don't know how it works. I know in some cases, though, it does cost more money to do that. So, just worth, you know, the 2 cents. Because I doubt that if you compare both prosecutions and a 40-year-long sentence, it could ever be more expensive. Some of them lawyer fees are mad expensive, man. Like I said, I read it like once and saw that apparently, like, it might be like changing it to a death sentence. I'm not sure. Well, but you're paying for the lawyer fees either way. It doesn't matter what the final judge's decision is. It's fair. It's fair. I forget completely what it is. Maybe if they're already 7 years old or something and likely won't last in prison for more than 10 to 15 years, maybe. Yeah, it's something. They'll just have to pay off some prison guards to accidentally leave some doors open, and, you know, unfortunately there's some violence that will go on in prisons where it'll kind of take care of itself without taxpayer money. I mean, I'm also against, like, privately owned prisons. Either way, I'm not paying taxes to US, it doesn't matter to me. Yeah. What, Nubaru? You don't like that idea? That is a real problem, though, in America. Privately owned prisons, for-profit prisons, creates a very weird dynamic. No comment. Have you seen / heard anything about some prisons in Norway? I've heard they're really nice. I've heard like some of them are like hotel, like 5-star hotel quality stuff. Motherfucker. Oh. You. Thank you for the prayers out. Got me for a second. I haven't heard that one as much. Been a minute. Take it slow. Not all are nice. Some I wouldn't say are 5-star. But you pretty much have a real job, working the whole day at stuff like a mechanic shop that serves real people outside of prison. Oh, really? See, that's cool. Where they're almost just like more monitored civilians. They lower the employment costs significantly while giving people the opportunity to get actual work experience they can use once they get out. Get all the training, etc. If you get serious felonies and stuff, you won't qualify for prisons like this. But if it's a non-serious prison, and especially if you're a first-timer, you'll likely qualify. Factory jobs, mechanics, stuff like that. Dude, like, the more I learn about stuff like this, the more the U.S. system just does not make sense, man. Like, it really doesn't. Like, it's really stupid. Like, someone needs to write like a full like dissertation, like a college level fucking book, like a short book, but like a book nonetheless, maybe like 100 pages or so, about stuff the U.S. needs to implement that other countries just do better. Because like, holy fuck. You got a prison where you've been for 10 years. I probably shouldn't have done that. You got like 8 years, assuming you have like 8 years experience. Allows you to instantly apply for jobs with experience and all the training you need. Yeah. Well, and like again, like that's something that benefits the individual, but also benefits society. You know, and it's, I don't know. It's a lot fucking better than the shit they have now. at least in the US, privately owned prisons in this country are terrible. It's pathetic. That you can make money off of that is just wild to me. I think the government gives tax credits to the companies that hire these people out of prison for the first 12 months or something. Interesting. When they find that like, you know, that helps, or that benefits things. Yeah, it's an interesting one. I'm very open to that stuff, MSY. And funny enough, a lot of it needs to be discussed before it can actually happen. So, I mean, like I said, I'm all for shit like that. Getting a job first is usually the most difficult. Once you have that job, you can usually apply to next ones in the future, no problem. Yeah, that's fair. They incentivize companies to actually hire them. Almost died. Almost lost that one. We got it, though. So we get Addy or... Yeah, I mean, incentivizing companies to hire them is definitely important and big, which is cool. I should use my magic potion. Barely used any food that kill, which is cool. I like the not using food aspect of this. I'm gonna read this before I start my kill. Then again, because of those prisons, there's some problems too. Like if you're a homeless person, you know, you can do some non-serious crime, land in one of those prisons, get a full education, job, future job potential, free food, free roof over your head, etc. So it kind of incentivizes them to do that initial crime to land them in prison. That makes sense, but I think you could probably get around that if you play it correctly. Like I don't know how you would do it, but just make having a residency like a requirement. Like you must have had like residency to be able to apply for that, or like to be eligible for that sort of shit. So like kind of how you said, like if you commit like too serious of a crime, then you're not eligible for the jobs and the training and education. Maybe make it where like if you don't have if you haven't been a resident of like a apartment or a house for like the last like, I don't know, 12 to 24 months or something, then you're not eligible for like this shit. That way people won't commit petty crime like that in the first place. I mean, I guess in like a vacuum, maybe you would have people that get residency for like 12 months and then commit like a petty crime so they can go get it, but like it'd be a lot more few and far between, and it would be a lot harder to like to be able to kind of wedge yourself into that loophole. But I hear what you're saying, because I have heard stories of people that just commit like petty crime because the conditions there are better than on the streets. Funny enough. Like, you could definitely put some, like, minor stipulations on it to kind of try to get around it. Yeah, people do that for a U.S. prison, not one of the good ones. Yeah, facts. Facts. I mean, the thing is, and what's a shame, is it does make sense in certain instances. So you do have to kind of be careful. When you're kind of making some of that stuff. Instead of giving those same resources to the homeless to make sure they can get a job if they want to and get that education without landing in prison. They're thinking of ways on how to limit their access to those prisons. Yeah, I mean, what's tough is you don't want freeloading. It's gonna happen when you offer something like that. So if they're going to offer it in prison, well, now you need to offer it kind of outside of prison. But then if you can just offer it to anybody, then why would people go to, like, college or school or whatever if they can just take advantage of that for free? So it does get into this, like, muddy kind of territory. It becomes more than just, oh, we can offer this in prisons to combat whatever, you know. There's always going to be those people that want to, you know, take advantage of it. Norway is one of the richest governments out there. Per capita. I mean, they're definitely doing something right. I'm just saying, like, as a whole, like, if that's a problem you're trying to solve, then there's multiple aspects of it. I've said that with a lot of things. There's multiple aspects. It's always good to, I guess, analyze certain things. Oh. Also, we are absolutely flying through these kills today. Excuse me, jeez. This shit gets so autopiloted after a while. Oh my god. I have Photoni's down to like a science now. You get a couple hundred kills in and you're just good. You just know and you can take stuff off. I need to make a Phosani guide still. A lot of stuff in that country is government owned. Even a lot of the land people build houses on is government owned. You essentially just lease it from them. Most of the resources they mine, oil, etc. Are government-owned industries. They have the biggest foreign investment fund in the world per capita, stuff like that. Well, I think that probably works when the government that you have in place works for the people. I think a lot of the issues in America have that same issue because the government doesn't work for the people. There was a thing, I forget what it was called or where I found it, so I'm gonna have to give you kind of limited information, but it essentially was, they interviewed people and said, do you trust that you're, like, would you be for or against your government raising taxes slightly? Would that excite you or not? And there was a lot, obviously a lot of the people in the US was like, fuck no, fuck that, and blah, 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 versus a lot of people in other countries were like, oh, I'm fine with that, and they asked them why, and they were like, well, because, you know, they trust that their government's actually going to use it correctly. Ooh, do we just do another kill here? I think we just do a little double dip here. Very high tax rate too. Yeah. A lot of people don't mind that tax rate though. If they know that their government is capable of like using it properly. You know what I mean? Alright, we're just gonna keep rocking and rolling here. Don't even have to bank. Fuck yeah. If you're going on maternity leave or something, you can take 2 to 3 years off of work. You get 80% of your last year's salary funded by the government. Free education, free healthcare, a bunch of other stuff that work in your favor. Yeah, yeah. You have a problem with that? Or are you saying that's a good thing? Good thing for sure. I would tend to agree. Where the high taxes are going. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, I thought it was funny. The U.S. had they were offering like some sort of like financial incentive to like have kids, and it was like, well, like you realize, like, you know, most people aren't having kids because the conditions in the U.S. suck for having kids right now. Like, it's not because people don't want kids; they just don't feel like they can have them. Myself included, I would say. Oh, you know what? I don't have Sandfuse serums. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. I need to, like, absolutely murk this guy. I'm gonna get smacked when there's Sandfuse. And it's high tax as well. Especially at the higher brackets, where me and the lady are. Add up all my taxes, both local and national, all the income, it would be 50.5% last year. Jeez. I get a lot back from it. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. So it feels a little bit more, like, worth it and shit. Makes sense. No, it makes sense. It just, as an American, 50% sounds insane. but I get it from what you're saying as well. It helps you get to a 23% effective. Not bad at all. Yeah, mine's about 19 to 21%, like somewhere around that range. Taxes screwed me this past year on my business, but I made it work. Ooh, that was not good. I actually have to be really, really careful right now. I don't have a lot of food. Let me focus up on here. It's lower than the lowest tax bracket. Yeah, there's a lot of discussion about shit like that, especially in the U.S. Like, I don't know if you saw that Elon Musk became like the first trillionaire or whatever in terms of like just raw assets, like shit like that. Like, I don't think should be a thing. I think the idea that you can get to like the point where you're a trillionaire is just at that point you're taking away from others. That is because he went, no, fuck you. Oh, fuck off. This hits me for a lot. I'm just gonna fucking, we might be alright. Went public with SpaceX. Last Thursday, I believe. Okay. Fair. I don't know what to do here. 19 health. If he spawns parasites or husks, I need to take advantage of that with a redemption proc. This kill's possible, but it's not tough. It's gonna kill me. Damn it. Parasite's gonna kill me. I don't have a sand fuel. Hoping he wouldn't do that. Alright, no more 2-kill trips if I don't have a sand fuel. When it went public, the company was valued at something like 1.7 trillion, and he owns just over 40% of the company. So most of his asset value came from that. On the first day of it going public, the value went up and crossed the 2 trillion mark. So 800 bill to 1 trillion fortune came from that one company. That being said, it is the most overvalued company that ever went public, and it should go way, way down on value in the future. Yeah. I just, I'm against companies and owners that can have that much wealth accumulated in assets. I think it's a slippery slope when you go down roads like that. Most of it's value because we believe in Musk, not the financials make sense at all. Yeah, I follow that part too. That's fair. Oh, I don't know if you guys could hear that. My God. Alright, going back in. So you look at his IPO documentation, he says his total potential market size is 28 trillion. Every single person that's potentially paid for US-based company services to spend over 20K each. Yeah. I saw it, dude. What's up, refrigerator? How we doing? How we doing? Got another nightmare staff yesterday. The short will come out later tonight. Already scheduled. It makes absolutely 0 sense. I see what you're talking about, MSY. Not like I'm financially literate, but like not. I don't know like companies and business stuff that well. Yeah, pretty happy. Get spoon to oath plate chest. Fuck yeah. I'm pretty happy too. We got the new raids proposal today, which is cool. We'll see what they do to change some of it, but it's gonna be a long summer. Oh my god. You do a lot of investing, never individual companies. It's a smart way to go about it. So let's learn what all those documents say. Yeah, that's fair. Wait, what? It's like Keons, what's up? Also, welcome to stream. Happy, what is it? What is it? Tuesday? Happy Tuesday? You just got my live notification? Oh, shit. I was wondering where some people were. I was like, dude, it's been like real quiet today. I mean, me and MSY are straight chilling, just chatting away, but... What the fuck? That's odd. Yo. Oh. Like Keons, what did we think of the raids 4 proposals? Also MSY, you can continue that that combo. I was enjoying it for what it's worth. I don't want you to think that we need to stop this second. Talking about Musk and money and shit. Talked about a lot of crazy shit today. Clocked right away to see even stream for 2 damn hours. Yeah. Yeah, we're 10 kills deep already. No pulls yet for what it's worth, so you didn't miss, at least you didn't miss a drop. 5 minutes, I'll dive in. No worries, no worries. Did you not look at them yet? Wild. It's like good stuff, it just... I don't know. Like, I would have almost the mega rare been like, instead of a crush mega rare, the way they had, you read everything already, but I've been, I need to do something here at work before I dive into that topic. That's fine. I'll say this then, and then I'll leave it at that. So like the crush, the mega rare is supposed to be crush, but like, it doesn't, how do I explain it? It steps on, I feel like it steps on the toes of the mace a little bit, which is fine, but I'd almost rather see like an upgrade to the mace. Or you have it and then you can upgrade it with the mace. I don't know. I just kind of want an upgrade to the mace, I'm not gonna lie. You already know how I feel about upgrade scape. I like my upgrade scape. Keep missing. Okay, but for not for every single new upgrade. Yeah, I get that. I don't know, it is pretty cool. The weapon overall. Oh, I'm gonna need to kill this fucking parasite, aren't I? Shit. I hit. Just had to ask. Adior. Closing in on 500. We're at 481. Getting there. Getting there. All right. Let's do some more. Looking good. It's interesting just seeing all the discussion for the new rewards, to be honest, because some people are like, there's someone that was like, oh, like the hybrid armor, like I get why people are saying it's OP, but it's cool and it's good, and everyone's just like, for fuck's sake. Oh, also, it's like, Keon, do you see the, well, yo, Diplomat, what's up? You see the rank 1 collection logger got fucking banned? Diplomat, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Happy Tuesday. Oh, it's a temp. He got temp banned. Watching France versus Senegal. Very, very nice. That's actually kind of okay. Jump back in here. We should do a we should see how many kills people think we're gonna go. Do like a little prediction thing. Org, welcome, welcome, welcome. How we doing? Doing well. How are you doing? Classic. I'm doing well, man. I got hockey tomorrow night. We got the Raids 4 rewards today. On a non-RuneScape note, we got the DBD, or Dead by Daylight update today, which is pretty cool for Jason Voorhees. Officially in the game, which is cool. So that shirt's supposed to be black. Yeah, it is, funny enough. I know it doesn't look black. I don't know if it's the lighting in here or what, man. Just wondering based on yesterday. Nah, yeah, I know. I don't know what's up with the lighting in here. Oh, you know, I have a hunch. How's the KC going? Pretty good. We're up to 11 already. Slowly closing in on 500 total kills, so it's kind of a cool milestone, I guess. Doesn't look like a lot of distractions for the current KC. No, there hasn't been. It's been kind of a quiet morning, so I'm just vibing, doing my kills for the day, kind of thing. That sort of stuff. I will say it ad nauseum, but the goal is always to go live every day and to do my kills. It is never about how many viewers I get. I would obviously, I've said it before. Obviously, I'd love if everybody was here every day and talking every day nonstop, and you know we all just jammed. But the reality is, people get busy or lose track of time or have shit going on. I go live every day, except Sundays. I might change that though. I don't know. I can't this weekend. I can't go live Sunday, but it's fair. How you do it? It's the only way to do it. I mean, if people are gonna get obsessed with numbers, they're gonna fail. So YouTube consistently just works its way up with subscribers. So not for nothing, but like, you know, YouTube's gonna do fine. So which will get there. Which it's just about exposure. People can only watch when you're live. You're naturally not gonna have as many people that are able to watch every single day at the same time. Yeah, okay, welcome back, Psycheons. Kind of perfect timing, to be honest. It's funny that the eye outperforms the shadow here. It doesn't. I just don't want to use the shadow charges. It is really good though. let's discuss. Also, what else you got? Also, what? I'm game, but yeah. Oh, what I was gonna bring up too. Oh, dude, 6 months is Ikeon. Holy shit! Thank you for the resub, my friend. Congrats on the 6 months. Shout out to Ikeons for the 6 months. Looks like the eye outperforms the shadow. It's close, I'll tell you that. You got your new badge, or you should have gotten your new badge, Ikeons. 6 months of you here, huh? That's crazy. I appreciate it, my friend. Thanks for watching. Being the #1 chatter. By a mile. Did. So fucking sick. Got the new one. The rapier. Now, I was gonna bring up, I think you were still away. Did you see the #1 collection logger got fucking temp banned? How do you manage to put up what's like Keon's? How do I manage to put up with chat in general? I've died so many times because of chat. I'm an entertainer at heart. That's what it comes down to. I enjoy entertaining everybody. How did they get temp banned? They so they had their main account, and then they had 8 accounts going at once on the side, and they used a multi-clicker, so they could click on all the accounts clients at the same time. And they didn't think they'd get caught for it. Just wild behavior. Multi-clicker isn't allowed, so GG. Yep. You're thinking about with chat as well. People compliment me every now and then. They're like, how the fuck are you doing Tvosani and talking to chat? It sucks to suck. It does suck to suck. I would never put an account of mine at risk to that just because I want to multi-click. It's so dumb. He's lucky he didn't get perm banned for it. He's very, very lucky he did not get perm banned for it because, my god. He has a collection log account that's rank 1. Can you imagine losing that account because you wanted to do that? I mean, he was trying to argue that he didn't do anything wrong at first, and then they kind of put it out there for everyone to see. And I think he's probably, or hopefully accepts it at least now. But I would, if I'm him, I'm like, dude, holy shit, I could have gotten temp banned, or I could have gotten perm banned. I got really lucky I didn't get perm banned. People aren't stupid. I mean, he knew what he was doing. It's just a matter of, he didn't think he would get caught, I guess. Like I said, lucky you didn't get perm banned. I would take that warning and run with it if I was him. Alright, see what we get. Steel cannonballs. I'll take that anglerfish too. Should have slapped the ban hammer. I don't think you ban him for it. I mean, like a week or a month ban, I think is good. Yeah, I don't know what's up with my camera. I'm probably gonna get a new one soon anyway. So, just typing. Yeah. Oh. You have to keep with the valorfuls of the world. What do you mean you have to keep with the valorfuls of the world? What does that mean? Keep up. Updated his camera, that's why. Oh. No, I saw it and I didn't realize just how much better having a camera like that. Keep forgetting a word. Keep up with the Joneses. Is that what it is? No, I just didn't realize how much better it looked. Like, it looks like considerably better. So, like, I feel like if people see his camera, it's like, oh shit, like I should, this guy Looks good. I should follow this guy. I don't know. It just looks better. I want something that looks nice like that. Mine's not bad, obviously, but it's weird being on camera every time. You get used to it very, very quick. At least I got. Now he can see his flaws. That's true. He's funny. I try to tune in. I'm usually doing shit at night, so I don't always tune in as much as I used to, but he's a fun gent. Midwesterner. Mojo said, where can I submit an application to be part of your 8-man raids 4 team? I mean, I don't have anybody to do raids 4 with just yet. Like, I haven't even started planning that, Mojo, so go get some gear, my guy. Maybe we can raid on release. I'll definitely be doing it on release. Stream some of it. What do you think of the proposed new hybrid armor for raids 4? It's super fucking OP, Zykeons. I think they need to revisit that, to be honest. I don't think that's the move. We got a different OSR streamer to raid him last night. Surprised they haven't crossed paths yet. He seems stingy with raiding. I don't know if he does it every single time or if I just haven't gotten hit with him yet, but me and him have talked off stream. Like, we've talked a lot. I guess I'm just not really live when he's ending, which is fair. But I don't talk to him like as much as I would, I guess, like to. He seems very reserved for the most part. Which streamer though, Borg? Someone else rating Valorful? Oh, someone else rating him? That's what I was thinking too. I believe the merging Bandos Virtus stats plus magic defense on top of stat bonus is a lot. Well, not to mention the prayer bonus. Proselyte armor has a plus 18. This armor has plus 16. Tomato pencil? I've not heard of him. Prayer bonus is plus 18, which is plus 16. The proselyte's plus 18. Well, if you're speaking Greek right now. Okay. Oh, that's not the right. All I know is that it'll be amazing for TOA as it currently is. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna stay that way though, man. I think with how much Reddit's shit talking it, it's gonna get either undertuned or just scrapped. I don't think you can put something like that out. I really don't. So use Bloomin as my hybrid melee mage for TOA. I mean, I would imagine probably so, but it's just, I don't think you can release something that steps on the toes of Bandos, Oathplate, and Virtus, and then has good, like, prayer on top of that. Like, if you're a new Iron, you get a Phyto Torso with, like, Dragon Plate Legs or Barrow's armor, and you're set. You go do Raids 4, get that armor, and then you skip Bandos, you skip Oathplate, you skip, Virtus. You go right to Ancestral and Torva. I don't think that's good at all. It's so close to Torva too. Yeah, I know. I don't like it. I think it's cool looking and it's obviously good, but it's OP as fuck. You just can't do that. They're waiting to make some armor obsolete. Or wanting to? No, I don't think they're wanting to at all. I think they just, They don't think about stuff before they put it out sometimes, I think. I don't care about making Bandos less relevant to it. We already have Torva making Bandos more relevant for endgamers. I mean, yeah. I just don't think that, like, I don't think we need a hybrid armor is the thing. You'll see. I'm going to post a video after stream's over. Like, I don't see that and go, oh my god, we needed that. And that's what I think is kind of tough, is it typically should fill holes or gaps that they said. I don't think we need it, but it's not a bad idea. Depends. It depends on rarity, how easy it is to get, how easy the raid is. I mean, that's all stuff that we don't know. Because if this is, like, stupid easy to get, it's not, I don't think it's good. But if it's pretty tough to get, like, okay, well, you know, it's not the easiest armor to get. Maybe it's expensive. Maybe it's a little bit more pricier than Oathplate and Virtus combined. Like, you know. Now you can kind of sell me on something like that, you know? They're wanting to make something with less switches. I think they want to add, like, an option where if you want the convenience of less switches, then that's there. But, like, it's so fucking powerful that it's crazy. I don't think it can be released in its current state. It doesn't have a place in its current state. Oh. Allows new open come in and people that want space in their inventory to consider hybrid options, new content. There's a place in the game, but the stats are too OP. The hybrid armor has a place in the game, but yeah, the stats are definitely too OP. What's your favorite item from that blog post, Lykeons? What would you most be excited for? I like the shield, personally. Mega rare. I like the shield. Shield is dope. So sick. Mega rare by fucking far. Mojo said, I think they do the hybrid, it should be just like a helmet similar to treads and have 2 more non-armor rewards. Yeah, I don't think they can do. I mean, I could see like a hybrid Shields Wicked from strictly a convenience factor. Yeah. I know what will be your take on the mega rare. You want the Ink Mace to be the upgrade. Yeah, I mean, I do, but I don't. What's weird, Zykeons, is I don't think you can make a mega rare like to kind of play against myself. I don't think you can make a mega rare need an upgrade. Does that make sense? Like, it's kind of tough to be like, oh, you got the mega rare, nice, now go get this crazy, you know. Agreed. I mean, you could, but I don't know. I almost like I want like a non-raids mega rare. And hear me out, right? Shield is definitely wicked from a convenience factor, Mojo. Now the mega rare is super OP, but it's kind of niche too. Yeah, oh, definitely. I appreciate that as well. Hear me out, right? So if you look at like the Soul Reaper axe, right? Stupid rare. I want something that's about just as rare. The shield's absolutely amazing. I agree. I think it'd be cool if they could fucking I want the Avernic to get upgraded into a shield sort of thing. I don't know what I just used, but Sure, this will bitch about the offensive stats though. Yeah, oh, definitely. But that's the only way you can get like a buckler shield to be a thing, you know. And the Avernic still actually does have a place, specifically with like specking because of the accuracy. But I do really like that shield. Removing offensive stats from it, but having the option to add the Avernic to it. Yeah, I agree. Something like that would be really, really cool. Because it still has that it still has that passive effect as well, which is really cool. Yeah, I would agree with you. I would say almost maybe give it 2 melee strength, and then when you upgrade it with the Avernic, because you're combining 2 items that you had to go get both, it goes from a +8 to a +10. And I know that's like, you know, power creeping a little bit, but I think at this point we're fine with power creeping it. I would be fine with it. So the shield off the rip is not going to be all that great. But I also think it'd be cool if they added it so you could put the master and grandmaster hilts onto the shield to like ornate it. The top needs some love. Yeah, I would agree. No, so hear me out, right? You guys know how the Elysian Spirit Shield is like stupid rare? I want something that's like stupid rare like that, but useful. So like, we're getting this Crush Mega Rare, but how cool would it be is if from like maybe the Maggot King boss, because that's supposed to be like really hard, like Phosani level difficulty. Hear me out, right? 1 in 3,000 drop chance to get some sort of item that upgrades the Inquisitor Mace. Strictly from the sign of like, hey, you probably won't get this, but if you happen to get it, because you either got spooned or you just grinded the shit out of it, it's a fucking flex. You forgot about the Maggot King drop? Yeah, yeah. That'd be cool. We're also getting a Crush spec weapon from the or from the boss. We'll have 2 Crush weapons coming soon then. Yeah, but I don't think we're going to be... Actually, I'll take a look at the stats after this kill. I think it's going to be purely for the spec of the weapon. I don't think it's really going to be useful outside of that. Having melee strength but no bonuses to compromise for flat armor plus instant spec, I feel is great balance design. Yeah, I would agree. I just think it'd be cool maybe... Okay, so maybe you don't get the +10 until you add the Avernic to it. But I do think, like, if the Avernic goes from +8 to +10 when you combine the Avernic with the shield, that it would be kind of cool. Just to add a little bit more of a incentive to go get both. That's true. It's a declaws for Crush. Yeah. Borg said it's time to lurk. Lunch is almost over. No worries, Borg. Hope you have a good one. Enjoyed the gear talk? Yeah, for sure, guys. And like I said, the video on the blog post itself, if you want to see my like initial reaction, will be up on YouTube. Probably once stream ends, I'll go in and upload it. If you want to kill some time, maybe if you have a car ride or need to just bang out some stuff at home, some chores, some RuneScape chores, whatever it is. You know what else I wanted, Zykeons? I wanted an upgrade to the Rada's Blessing. I think that would be a very cool, easy reward to add, where it gives you maybe just a little bit more prayer bonus, and maybe a little bit of defense. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but just like as a common reward that you could get, that's maybe a one-time untradeable. Overall, I like what they proposed, to be honest. I do and I don't. I mean, I think the armor is like way overtuned, and they need to. They very much, I would say, need to add In my opinion, another one more reward, I think. It is, but that'll get tweaked 100%. Yeah, no, I agree. I would almost argue the benefit of that armor is the fact that it does sit with Virtus and Bandos, and the price of that is either that it's I don't want to say the same because it's already kind of the same, but should probably just be weaker than what it is already. Like, it should almost be like a I don't know though, because it's from a raid. The other thing I wanted to mention is we don't know how hard that raid's gonna be, so it's kind of hard to judge how strong some of this shit should be. Like the vision of it, it's nice. I don't want it to step on like Oathplate and Virtus much though. But no, I really want like some sort of boss that just has a fucking rare drop. That was stupid. Bitch. I don't think it should step on Virtus Oathplate either. I'm glad we at least agree on that. I'm just afraid if they don't make it worse than that, it is gonna step on it. They need to be careful in my eyes about some of this hybrid gear shit. Because that to me is very weird. I have one more. Fuck. Unless they're ballsy and use Virtus as a sync item. Oh, what if? Hear me out. So I think this actually makes way more sense. What if you have to use Virtus on it to get the mage part of it? Oh, fuck. Okay, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I'll be against that as much as I don't like upgrade scape. Yeah, but I feel like to have armor that's that good, you should have to, like, I don't think you should be able to skip Virtus. Or I wouldn't be against that as much. There, it makes sense. Yeah. I feel like when it makes sense, because, like, the issue, right? You don't want it to fuck over Oathplate. You don't want it to fuck over Virtus. I think it'd be hard enough to get to that raid and get that full armor set, where I don't think it's stepping on Virtus, or sorry, I don't think it's stepping on Oathplate as much as people think it is. But maybe it doesn't have any of the mage stats at all until you upgrade it to with Virtus. And on top of that, you could actually make it weaker than Bandos, and then when you upgrade it with Virtus, it gains the stats of Bandos and Virtus, so it kind of fits it. Melee component is just the challenging part. I don't think it needs the so all right, hold on. Check this out. With Virtus, you're sacrificing the passive of ancient magics. Oh, true. That is true. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know if I like that now. But some people, I mean, I have 2 full sets of Virtus. I have a second set in here. So in theory, I could just I could just have both. So that's not why I proposed that, but so like let's see here. What else was I gonna look up? I'll do it on a heartbeat. Oathplate armor. So the Oathplate chest gives +4 strength, just like this hybrid body. So I think what you do, that's so weird. The hybrid helmet. What is the Oathplate helmet? Which strength does this give? Wow, it does. So I think what you do, right? You cut it all in half. And you don't have to sacrifice melee strength. It just gives you melee strength if you use Virtus on it, which I get doesn't make much sense, but it's like a completion. So your melee strength of your helmet is 3, and then when you upgrade it, it's 6. And your melee strength on the body is 2, and when you upgrade it, is 4. And then the legs, your melee strength would be 1, and it would go up to 3 when you upgrade it. I think that's the way to go. I was also going to check. Forget. I was going to check something. I can't remember what it was, though. So, forgive me. And check like the gear stats of like another boss or kill, or I can't remember what it was. Option B, scratch the hybrid and do a stab gear. I don't like the idea of stab gear either. I honestly don't even like the idea of armor in this raid. I think we don't need armor in this raid, to be honest. I think you could add 3 more items and you could be completely fine. Fangscape all over again. Yeah, no, Fangscape was good because it had a slash version. It was slash and stab on release. It was fucking broken on release. I wish I grabbed one on release because it was like stupid broken. No, I like the idea that it's weaker until you upgrade Virtus to it. And then it's kind of like a hybrid gear. Mojo said I predict Ralos is going to be a key spec for Raids 4. It might be, man. We'll see. They should fucking upgrade the Ralos with Raids 4. I like how it fits thematically, though. It's a Battle Mage build. Yeah. Yeah, I honestly just don't like hybrid armor like that. Invest now. You're holding 50 of them? Are you actually holding 50 of them? I mean, I'm not a main, so obviously I can't invest, but... Like, guys, Zykeons, I feel like it has to have some sort of drawback or, like, downside that the other armor beats it out still. And I feel like it doesn't. I feel like if it's just the way it is, you're just playing, like, this hybrid version of the game. It's kind of weird. I think it should have less defense. You know what you could have it do? People probably would hate it. But, like a -1 flat armor, if that makes sense. That way you start taking chip damage. And that's the sacrifice. You wish, man. Also, I don't get why the helmet has +6 strength bonus. It's to match the Oathplate helmet. The Oathplate helmet has +6 strength bonus. Don't ask me why, but I noticed that as well. Seems very, very odd for a helmet to have that and not a body. How much is the Ralos worth now? That'd be pretty penny. Meaning the dual crossbows. They're cool. I think they're using that to set something up, though, later down the line. Well, alright, now let me take a step back. One of two things is going on with the crossbows. One, they're going to release new bosses that have heavy armor weaknesses, or they're going to have that in Fractured Archives, or both. Ooh, missed it. But I'm not really sure which one that would be. I do like them, though. It's cool. We haven't had something like that. I know the RuneScape 3 version of those, you just needed 2 of them. You couldn't, like, it was like, you could use a single one or you could dual wield them. I kind of like that it's in the same item, where it's like, hey, this is a two-handed thing. Like, you either use both or you can't use, like, any. You can't one-hand them. I think over here, it'll be like the boppers. Yeah, I could see that. It said it's good for, like, ranged, like, heavy ranged weak monsters. So I think one of the bosses within that raid is either going to be weak to heavy ranged, or they're going to release that in the future. And that's why they're doing it. It's going to drop as a single item. Yeah, that's what I think too. I like that, though. I think that's cool. Actually, interesting thing, heavy ranged with an insane speed. Yeah, no, for sure. I like that. To me is something we don't have yet, so it makes sense to include. Like, it's a very interesting item because we don't have anything like that. I think before you start doing upgrades and like Upgradescape, you fill out the stuff you don't have. Oh shit, that was dumb. Like, part of the issue I have with that hybrid armor isn't even like the logistics of like the stats. My issue, it comes more from like, oh, I don't see why we need that. Like, I know it doesn't make sense thematically, but I would almost rather an Inquisitor upgrade before just a new set of that. Hell, I'd rather have an upgrade to just the armor before we had that. Like I said, that to me is the bigger issue with that piece. It'd be cool to be testing on TDs. Oh, for sure. Yeah, it'll have some niche uses like that that are just cool, you know? Because now we won't be able to use the ballista. Oh, we use the ballista. Oh, you mean the crossbows? Yeah. Even the armor will be cool to use. And we get coal. Alright. Nope. Alright. Oh, the shield is the upgrade to Justy. In a way, yeah, Mojo, it kind of is. Nah, they just have plenty of options with that, and it's like, I don't know. Alright. Guys, we've done 15 kills today. I'm going to do a Corporal Beast kill before we end stream, but there's some things I'd like to kind of get to and work on, especially just continuing to unpack the house and move stuff and whatnot. I know. Luckily, I'm live every day, Zakians. But like I said, I'm gonna do a Corporal Beast kill first. Bare minimum. I think if we have some extra time left, I think it'd be cool to do a corp kill at the very end. I'm gonna turn the load detail off. Cool. Wow, this world's taken? The fuck? go this world. By the way, 6.4K scales at the moment. From fishing? Have you been fishing? Or just in general? It should be enough to charge my staff? Yeah. Ooh. Told you, man. Like, people think it's slow. It's not slow. It's good. I mean, it's kind of slow, but it's AFK as hell. Also, Nuber, thank you for the push-ups. I want to keep sending some TOAs. No, that's fair. It's fair. There's a lot of stuff coming out that you're gonna need gear for. You chill. What, TOAs? Yeah, definitely. Option B, keep doing Doom. Could do that. Tob is better than TOA. Very much so, Nubro. You're rotating between Doom, Hydra, Raxor, and TOA. I mean, that at the minimum seems fun, at least. Going crazy. You'll get something soon. Use another thing? Don't play enough? Welcome. How we doing? Oh, hold on. Girlfriend's coming in. Okay. Hi guys. The girlfriend's mother came by and she was curious. We borrowed like some straps to I'm just gonna restart this. She borrowed some straps, or we borrowed some straps to move some shit. And um you literally raised every flag available to you. Wait, what? Oh, you're talking to New Brew. Okay. No, she was looking for some straps that we used in the move, and I think my friend has them, which is no bueno, but I can't really do much about that in this moment. Literally too late. Too little, too late at this point. Oops. Everyone knows you're leaving now and they're not happy, Nuberu. Oh no, they're pissed nothing was handled and how things escalated so bad. I mean, sucks for them then, right? Don't play enough. Welcome, welcome. I just forgot to open the stream over here. No, you're okay. My bad for the interruption. You deserve better. They know how stressed out you were with the whole situation. The reason why your coworkers don't want you to leave is because now. I give zero fucks now. I don't either. You were their band-aid. She was kind of their band-aid, wasn't she? I don't get enough paid enough for that. No, absolutely not, Nuru. Employers should have policies in place to avoid that at all costs. I mean, people just suck at managing people, I think is one of the bottom lines, unfortunately. Take my job as an example. We can't be under 50 or 30% capacity. 30% for holidays and 50% any other time around the year. Interesting. Wait, like, you mean capacity of like employees? And now I gotta go find these straps too. Yeah, say we're 10 and more than 3 or 5 people can be out at the same time at any given time. Do you mean out like fired or out like just on holiday and shit? Just want to make sure I understand correctly. Also, Nubaru, after this corp kill, I'm gonna do the push-ups that you redeemed. I know it was a minute ago, but the girlfriend's mom or Pixie's mom. That actually would have been funny. I could have had Pixie's mom on stream. I doubt she'd want to be on stream, but it would have been funny. Out as in out of office. Okay. I gotcha. I figured that's what you meant, but for the third time today. What do you mean for the third time today? Oh, like after the kill? Yeah, I know. That way everything keeps moving without adding too much stress on the team. No, it's a good policy. I think it's tough sometimes if there was something going on where it would be an exception, but at that point someone just has to fucking deal with it and work that, you know, and push-ups. At least I always do them. I'm never gonna not do them. Actually, I technically owe you 20, so I'll, because of yesterday, I didn't do the 10 at the end because I was kind of stuck in my chair. But I got you guys. My boss, for example, he's chill, but he's not a fighter for the team. Interesting. So he'll just, like, he doesn't, like, fight for the team at all. He always goes with everyone else's opinion on those global manager meetings. And then I have to be that asshole that points things out. You don't have to be, but if you want things to run kind of smoothly, you probably should. He's not confrontational and a yes man. I've been trying to step away from that, Zykeons. You hate that shit? Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I've been trying to step away from that a lot. I think it's kind of a weak stance to hold, if I'm being honest. Agree when needed, but agree to disagree when it doesn't make sense. Yeah. That's also fair. You're a manager for a reason. Advocate for your team. You know, it was funny when I was a manager. My boss said, my employees are not my friends. He wanted me to be a much harsher on them than I was. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. He's like, they're not your friends. And I was like, yeah, but I'm not gonna be an asshole for no reason. Like, I took a friendly but stern approach, if that makes sense. So, like, if someone, I think I've brought it up before. Your manager was, and probably is to this day, an asshole. Oh, you mean my boss? Like the owner of the company? Yes. Because that's the only person that was ever above me. When I was a manager, I very much would say things like, you know, if someone was late, right? I'd say, hey, why are you late? Or no, I'm sorry. Let me step back. I'd say, hey, you're late. You okay? And they would give me a reason that they were late. So, oh, yeah, you know, school got out late, or, you know, the professor got out, you know, kept talking and had to assign homework and we got out of school late. All right. Fair enough. Can't really control that. Oh, there's bad traffic. All right, can we leave a little earlier, or, you know. But if someone did something wrong, what I've found is typically people that do things wrong tend to know that they did something wrong. So laying into them for whatever you're laying into them for typically doesn't work that well because they already know what they did wrong. But as a manager, I can manage them and say, hey, you did this wrong. Like, you know why? What's up, Phalox? And kind of go from there. And I can mention, like, hey, if this keeps happening, I'm going to have to talk to the boss about it. Like, do yourself a favor and stop. Basically. Like, you can address it and acknowledge that it happened without just absolutely laying into someone and shitting on them. Nubru said, I had that mentality too. I'm there to work, not make friends. There's a difference between holding someone accountable and being a dick. Absolutely. Hey, how's it going? What's up, Phalox? Mr. Phalox. Mr. Phalox, well, I don't know why I called you Mr. That's funny. Phalox, we are winding down for the day. But since you're here, I'd like to propose a boss of your choice. Just about mostly any boss. If you'd like to pick a certain boss, I'll go do like a kill, maybe a couple kills, depending on how slow or fast they are. Is there one that you would like to see before we kind of wrap up for the day? Scurrius for Nubru? I can do that. See what we get from Corp. Oh. Dude, oh my god, I thought that was a fucking... Oh my god, I thought that was fucking... a sigil. I really thought that was a sigil. That was crazy. Holy shit. That's a lot of Onyx Bolt too. We can even get a Rainbow Scurious. A Rainbow Scurious. Absolutely insane. I can do that. Never fails. Let me get a better song on. No. No. Oh, hold on a second. I'm getting another knock on the door. Hold on. Knock, knock. Who's there? We have a special... It's not really a special guest.
Girly.
Welcome home. Can we get a welcome home in chat?
I'm doing. Thank you, thank you. Got to use my little boy muscles today. Ah.
Welcome home.
poor viewers having to listen to this.
It's so good. No, they did a rainbow rave. It's fine. It is Pride Month.
Correct.
Look how fucking the bank looks fucking absurd, dude. Holy fuck. Fits the month? Exactly. What? Guys, should we have Pixie do the boss?
Boss.
It's Scurious. It's easy.
Curious.
Yeah. It's the one Nuberu always does that she has like 6,000 kills on.
Oh.
It's really easy. Here, I'll do an example one and I'll show you.
I'm kind of hungry, guys. I didn't have lunch. All I've had is like 10 pretzel sticks.
Ready? So you're gonna click on the boss, and you see little shadows on the ground. If you have a shadow on the ground, you click away from it. So, like there, you just click off. See? You click on a square that doesn't have the shadows. And then when it goes here, that's the green. See how it's like greenish? Like a greenish yellow?
Yeah.
That's the little range. See the little arrow? And then that blue is magic, so you click on magic. There, I click on range. Then that's range, so I don't have to do anything. Okay, hands off, I'm good. And then when he goes away from the cheese piles... Don't do prayer out, Book. What's up, Book?
Hey, Bookie.
So there's range. There you go. That's all it is.
No, I don't feel like doing that.
You don't feel like it? Honestly, tank range pussy. Listen, what's up, Book? We're doing some Scurious for Phalox who requested it. Because we were winding down stream.
What are we doing for dinner?
I have no idea.
Ugh. You're home all day.
Oh, why don't we do
Oh. Yeah, we could do that.
The only thing is we can't get for takeout. It's dining only. Huh?
It's on DoorDash.
The deal isn't.
Oh.
He told me last time I was there. He's like, oh, I shouldn't do this for you, but I'll do it for you because you didn't know.
I don't want to.
It wouldn't be bad. It'd be fun.
I'm just so tired.
I know.
I just don't really.
And even is dining only for that. I know. I get it, but still, it's because they want you to like. They all these places want you to buy beer and drink and appetizers and all that other shit. That's all it is. We're not doing that, but still. Let's pull the pet. If I pull the pet, I'm gonna scream. Do you like my mouse trail?
No, honestly.
It's supposed to distract me, that way I die, but I'm pretty good and I kill everything anyway.
Well, I'd fucking die.
Well, yeah. It's a fun little channel redeem. You'd never come back? Pet right here? Damn. Need epilepsy warning with that trail? I know. I mean, I could make tacos instead. We gotta clean up the kitchen a little bit more. And, like, load the dishwasher and shit.
Bruh.
I loaded a little bit last night. What?
I just moved an entire classroom.
Yo, okay. You see how it is, neighbor? What's up? I'll get it sorted, okay? The only thing I really need help with is finding those straps. Oh, pet right here? You don't like that? Okay, but what if I did? I should have brought the fucking bone mace, but... That would be pretty insane if I did pull Scurry. One that she's going for. It's like 1 in like 3,000. Nothing. Alright.
I had such a good time lighting up Kristen without her being the admin.
Yeah, I'm sure. You were shaking the desk, my love. Just say you hate me and give my sword to someone else. What, your moderator sword? Lies. I would never.
If I was a bad bitch, I wanna fuck me too.
So dumb. Not you getting on the crap rap music.
What a good beat.
Can't get beat.
Leave me alone. I'm allowed to enjoy shit music.
I know. Don't make faces at them that I can look at later. Stop. 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 Why? Why are you tapping me? Stop. Alright. We are going to call it... Stop. You're not funny. Let me do my outro.
I'm hilarious.
Let me do my outro. Stop. Let me end. Jeez. Come here.
Lame-o.
Holding this hand. Ay, ay. Goodness gracious. Can't do anything. Alright. Huh? No, pet, you suck. Stop. Stop tickling me. Alright, we're gonna find somebody to raid, guys. We did 15 more Fosani today. It was a little bit quieter today. But we got some stuff we need to take care of. We're gonna go
Who is
raid out.
we?
Me.
Exactly.
Whatever.
He's trying to group me in, just like my friend.
I'm not gonna... No. Oh, cool, this works. Look. I can look at my stuff on here. Isn't that cool?
Insane.
It's cool.
Insane.
But we're gonna throw a raid over, and we'll be back tomorrow to do more Fosani, like we always are.
What if I went live instead?
Then it would be on a different channel.
Yeah.
And not right now. Alright, we're gonna go raid T-Clem, because we
We love T-Clem.
always raid T-Clem. But go bother T Clem. Would you like to say a little spiel before it's over? Go ahead.
And don't forget subscribe.
You tears 3 sub to Pixie. Aw.
Oh, stop.
But yeah, guys, go show T Clem some love. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and I hope to see you guys back here tomorrow. Like I said, a little bit shorter, and it was quiet today, but we got our 15 kills done, and we're going to come back tomorrow for some more. So enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Maybe have some tacos, and go say hi to T Clem, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Later.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.